you're not great. Blocked.
Yeah.
Do you block people ever?
No, I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted. Yeah. Blake Lively.
Anna Kendrick just confirmed what fans have suspected for years. She doesn't like Blake Lively one bit. With the shocking Justin Baldoni lawsuit putting Blake in a negative light, fans are digging up old interviews, and let's just say, Anna might have warned us all along.
Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah.
From awkward press tours to subtle digs, their tension was obvious, and behind the scenes, things were even worse. Now, with the sequel to A Simple Favor in the works, their rivalry is reportedly heating up again, with drama over billing, promo obligations, and Blake's ongoing legal troubles.
Was this a demand of Blake Lively? That, Anna Kendrick will get her name first, but then Blake circumvents that, and even though Anna Kendrick's name is first, hers is higher?
So, is Anna throwing shade and distancing herself for good? Let's find out. So, Anna and Blake made a lot of noise when they worked together on A Simple Favor in 2018. The movie was a massive success, and it seemed like Anna and Blake made the perfect pair, but internet detectives are going down memory lane, and it seems like that wasn't the case at all. Fans dug up an old interview featuring the two during the press tour. Now back then, most people laughed off Blake's comments, but looking back now, a lot of people think that her words carry a much deeper and darker meaning.
So, I feel like your character is like the most confident woman in the world, and yours is like very insecure.
Yeah.
Are you guys, but you guys are like, both of you have this attitude about you that...
In real life, it's the other way around, and I constantly have to call Blake and be like, it's okay, you're good at giving interviews, I promise you, people like you, they respect you.
A lot of talking
Gotta
off the
give her a
ledge.
pep talk. I'm like, we're amazing, we're powerful.
That's true.
I'm the reason she gets out of bed in the morning.
And Anna's just an egomaniac, as you can see. So,
Yeah.
so I learned a lot from her.
Yeah.
So far so good, but in this next clip, Blake talks about appreciating Anna's uplifting comments. Only problem is that fans think she was throwing subtle shots given the way she said it.
But are you good at telling yourself these things? Because I think we are the only person who can tell ourselves that we're good and that we're to give ourselves confidence, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it feels good when Anna gives me confidence, too. I like compliments. I'm not below compliments. That's what my mom always says. She's like, wants me to compliment her, and she's like, I'm not below compliments. I'm like, it's clear that you're not, because she's always soliciting.
In fact, Blake then went on to talk about how she judged her mom for being too confident sometimes. Mind you, she was appreciating Anna for having more guts than her in the same interview. It seems like her comments were more directed at Anna instead.
Oh, because you were just telling me about like weird expressions that she gets wrong, wouldn't it be I'm not above compliments?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, she gets it all wrong. I never even thought about it. She says it. Yes, she's not above compliments. My mom gets everything sort of
like
flipped.
expressions. She was just telling me
She'll be like
funny
smooth as pie. It should be smooth as silk or whatever.
Easy as pie.
Yeah,
Right.
and smooth as silk. But my mom, I think, is a very confident person, and so for me, yeah, I sort of like struggled with that because I've sometimes judged her for being so confident, which I think is like not fair, right?
Yeah, you're such a bad daughter.
Terrible daughter. See, this is an entire therapy session, what you've stepped into. You didn't realize.
And get this, Anna also joked about muting Blake on IG. She played it off as a joke, but given everything that has been revealed about the actress, fans think Anna was simply telling the truth.
Do you block people ever?
No, I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted. Yeah. Blake Lively.
You can mute people on Instagram?
Yeah, it's a new feature.
Really?
I know. Get excited.
Wow.
Safe to say the interview was a train wreck. One person wrote, "Why do I feel like Blake and Anna trying to act like they got along? They sound fake." Meanwhile, another person wrote, "Blake Lively, the queen of mean girl energy." Things behind the scenes weren't any better. The hosts for Celebrity Memoir Book Club podcast, Claire Parker and Ashley Hamilton, actually found out that by the time the shooting wrapped up on their first movie, they were no longer friends. One insider sent a text to the host saying, "Hey, I saw your TikTok about Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively, and I worked for Lionsgate at the time and can tell you the rumors are true. They hated each other. The studio even had to have a talk with them about making it look like they liked each other on press tours because it was starting to get obvious." Anna in particular was really competitive with Blake and was constantly asking to make sure she got more promotion than Blake and even made us Photoshop her bleep in the Simple Favor poster to be as big or bigger than Blake's. One producer reportedly said, "The tension was unbearable. We had to shoot around it, and it seems like the reports were spot on because fans also found this old interview of the two where Blake looks like she wanted to straight up punch Anna."
Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
How quickly do you know if you're gonna gel with a co-star? Is it like day one, you're like, okay, I'm in this and it's not working, or...
I feel like it's pretty rapid cognition for me.
Yeah, I think but there's some people, like, I've had people who, like, I don't necessarily, like, we're not best buddies at all moments, but, like, do we do well together on screen? And there's some people that, like, we're best buddies, and then on screen it's like... So you just never really know.
And here's what fans had to say about it. Blake is intimidated by Anna in here. It's all in the body language because Anna not only knows how to hold her own against Blake, she also is not afraid to roast her. Meanwhile, another person wrote, "The way Blake always takes up an interviewer couch says a lot." And then there was the pair's interviewer with BuzzFeed. They were asked about the most difficult day while filming A Simple Favor, and Blake talked about how she came in an hour late one day. "My other most challenging day, I'm still scarred by this, was when I worked late the night before, and so they told me to come in an hour and a half later the next morning, but didn't make you come in later. I came to set and I was in hair and makeup, and I was like, 'Oh, so weird, is Anna, where is she?' And they were like, 'Oh, she's been ready for an hour, we didn't push her call.' And Anna said this in response, 'That was the day I decided I hate you.'" Safe to say, Anna is not Blake's biggest fan, and that's exactly why fans believe that she's Team Baldoni. She recently appeared on the stage to present the award for Best Director at the British Academy Film Awards, where she talked about praising the amount of respect actors and other production staff have for the exhilarating and exhausting job.
We all have huge respect for directors. It's one of the most exhilarating and exhausting jobs in the world. It's juggling a million decisions, answering endless questions, and somehow still making sure that the story shines through.
And while a lot of fans seem to believe that she was taking shots at Blake with her comments since she's beefing with Baldoni, who was the director of the film, there's no way Anna Kendrick's speech about directors in Hollywood was coincidental. She's confirming those Blake Lively feud rumors, and I am living for this shade. It's when AK said we all respect directors, the quiet part was except Blake Lively, who is infamous for forcing her cut of the movie instead of the director's cut. And get this, apparently this time, we might not get Anna and Blake being friendly in front of the cameras. These two are set to star in the Prime Video sequel Another Simple Favor, and according to several sources, they have clashed behind the scenes over their billing in the film and the shadow that Blake's legal woes have cast over its release. And while Blake's not doing a good job of addressing the issues, which is why Anna is taking measures to distance herself from Blake. According to one source, there is a gigantic pink elephant in the room that no one is acknowledging. The backlash to the initial promo has been brutal. There are people protesting and refusing to see it. The source also said, "These movies are basically all Anna and Blake have in common. They have a working relationship, by no means a close friendship or bond. Last-minute talks are underway with executives, as Anna would prefer to distance herself from Blake going forward. It was originally planned that the two would do much of the promotion together. That's what the studio requested, and Anna and Blake agreed to it. But Anna could go it alone over fears she will get caught up in the drama. Beyond this, Anna and the others do not anticipate any deep level of involvement. In fact, Anna is prepared to handle the promotion responsibilities alone. She would prefer this because she does not want to have to dodge questions about Blake's lawsuit or have every interview turn into a lively V. Baldoni Q&A session. Although Blake is obligated to promote the film, she retains the autonomy to determine the extent of her involvement beyond SXSW. They are now leaving this up to her to decide. According to another source, Anna wasn't prepared for the backlash when the movie poster got out. Fans talked about her boycotting the film because of Blake, and some even said that Anna was collateral damage. One source told people that the Academy Award nominated actress is not used to being caught up in any drama. The comments on Instagram have upset her, especially the ones saying fans are now refusing to watch the movie because they don't want to support Blake. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Apparently Anna and Blake are beefing over who gets top billing as well. See, Anna got top billing over Blake last time, so she thought it was a no-brainer this time as well. But Blake had other plans. She fought through her reps to get top billing over Anna, who refused to bow to Blake's demands. Finally, after weeks of negotiations, a deal was struck between the actresses. They agreed agreed on staggered billing, which meant Anna's name would read first and Blake's would be above hers but on the right-hand side. In the business, that's considered equal billing. Neither party was thrilled with the outcome, but reportedly accepted it because they knew they needed to come to an agreement. However, it looks like Blake pulled some shady moves to get the last laugh, because fans noticed that her name is slightly higher on the poster compared to Anna's, almost like a power move.
I just noticed something, and I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but I just noticed that for the new A Simple Favor, I've been calling it A Simple Favor 2. It's supposed to be another Simple Favor with starring Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. When I was looking at it, I noticed, and if you look at the poster, Blake Lively's name is like sitting up higher than Anna Kendrick's, but it's like off to the side up high. It doesn't make any sense. It looks so weird, but it's weird. Anna Kendrick's name is first, but then up higher and to the right of it is Blake Lively's name floating above her. And I looked at, they put out several different posters for this new movie coming out. They announced it's being released May 1st, and it's in all of them. So then I went back and looked at all the A Simple Favor movies previously. Not all of them, but the previous one. And it's not like that. It says Anna Kendrick's name first, and then Blake Lively is next. No, I just did a quick search, and Anna Kendrick's movies, the number of movies she's been in, has been 50. Blake Lively, 25. So she's been in half the movies. And gross, Anna Kendrick's movies have made just over $2 billion, and Blake Lively's have made just over $1 billion. Why would her name be up floating higher? I mean, obviously Anna Kendrick's name should be first. She's the bigger star and always has been and always will be now. But then I'm thinking, they can try to say it was something artistic, but if you see it, go look at the poster. It makes no sense at all. Was this a demand of Blake Lively that, Anna Kendrick will get her name first, but then Blake circumvents that, and even though Anna Kendrick's name is first, hers is higher? I know this sounds like I'm reaching, but guys, we have seen what this demon is out here doing in these streets. That she will do anything to get her way and anything to be higher than another person. You guys tell me, am I reaching? Am I reaching? Look at it for yourself.
So yeah, Blake is being a handful. And honestly, Anna not wanting to work with Blake doesn't come as a surprise, because Blake's mean girl energy actually forced a former assistant from the first movie to quit. When A Simple Favor star Henry Goulding made a post promoting another Simple Favor, an assistant director, Barbara Seaman, revealed she allegedly quit because of Blake Lively's treatment. She deleted the comment shortly after, but fans kept receipts, and here's what she wrote. I worked with you on the first one. My experience with everyone was absolutely amazing, except for a certain someone who is the reason I quit being an AD. Guess who that person is? I wish you all the best with this, though. She added another comment saying, thanks for the kindness. I want to avoid attention around this, but I will say she was cruel to many. I know I cried my way home many nights because you try so hard to please someone who is never pleased and puts you down constantly. I can't believe it's actually getting back at her. Karma is real. Fans believe that she was referring to Blake's drama with Justin Baldoni in that last sentence. So yeah, Blake's biggest concern shouldn't be Justin painting her in a bad light. There are plenty of people who are willing to tell the ugly truth about her, including Anna. But Blake's stubborn. She doesn't plan on giving up the legal fight with Justin anytime soon. She filed a subpoena asking for Justin Baldoni's phone and internet records, along with those of his associates, to uncover an alleged smear campaign she claims he orchestrated against her. And the internet thinks it was a ridiculous demand.
So, Blake's team, their latest move just before the weekend, they're trying to subpoena 2.5 years of phone records. Okay, and that means every communication, not just with all the parties, but basically 2.5 years of Justin Baldoni texting, calling anyone. I mean, God forbid someone looks through my phone for 2.5 years. I get canceled again, big guy. No one wants. Pretty soon we're going to cancel people for thoughts that they're having.
All right, somebody get your Uncle Billy, okay? Calm down.
But they want if you represented Blake, could you do that? Would a judge ever, under any circumstances, allow 2.5 years of your every communication?
We're going to find out later today. Stick around and hit the subscribe button.
With every person alive to be made public?
I think that the law requires that things be narrowly tailored so that they're related to at least the case you're dealing with, unless there's some good reason to not have it narrowly tailored.
And obviously that's a huge invasion of privacy, but Blake doesn't see anything wrong with it. Good luck to her for getting it approved by a judge though, because anyone can tell it's a fishing expedition. She has no chance of ever winning. I think the worst thing was Justin in the basement during the premiere of his movie. Anyone who saw this was sickened. She did this. Justice for Justin. A colonoscopy would be less invasive than what they want. But what do you think? Is Blake really desperate to secure a win? And is Anna right for distancing herself from Blake? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and make sure to check out this next video.